Well, guys, it's official. Russia is invading Ukraine. So I'm not even going to do my normal intro because I'm sure no one is having a good day. So basically, I'm just going to read the news a bit, and this is just going to be a quick update video. So Russian President Vladimir Putin announces military operation in eastern Ukraine, Donbas region. So if you don't know where Donbas is basically this part of Ukraine which like rebels and pro-Russian people have taken over, and basically Ukraine and Russia has both decided in 2014 to just leave them alone, right? But a few days ago, Vladimir Putin actually decided to give these regions, Donbas and another region that I forget what the name is, independence, right? Basically, they say that, we officially recognize this as like an independent state or whatever it is, right? So, US President Joe Biden denounced unprovoked and unjustified attack on Ukraine, pledging the world will hold Russia accountable, right? So it still remains to see like how are we going to hold Russia accountable, because they are not really reliant on the planet that much, right, compared to other countries. So UN Security Council members will hold emergency meeting amid mounting tensions. So I guess there's no more mounting tensions. They already decided to invade, right? So UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, I just butchered his name, urges Putin to stop troops from attacking Ukraine. Ukraine President, I'm not even going to try to read his name, says Putin has not replied to his invitation to hold talks, right? So clearly Putin, I don't know what's going on in his head, but has decided like peace is not an option, right? So Kremlin says Ukraine separatists have asked Moscow for help against Kiev. So let's just see this part. UN chief urges Russia to cease military operations in Ukraine, right? So I think we've reached a very sad point in history, right, where the UN chief is literally begging Russia to just stop, right? We have no ways of stopping them. This is definitely up to Vladimir Putin and whatever he wants to do, right? Obviously, down the road, there are ways to stop him sanctioning whatever it is and doing whatever needs to be done. But at the current moment and time, there's very little ways to resolve this, right? Unless we want to send weapons to Ukraine and back Ukraine up as Western countries, right? Because that will also lead to bigger and bigger war, right? But if you don't do that, Russia will basically just take over Ukraine, right? So Russia has launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Kiev says basically this is like Kiev is basically the capital of Ukraine. It's like the White House of the Ukraine, you know. So it's quite funny to me that they're actually tweeting all this. Like Putin has just launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Peaceful Ukrainian cities are under strikes. This is war. This is a war of aggression. Ukraine will defend itself and win. Not so sure if they will win without help from allies. So the world can and must stop Putin. This part I agree with. The time to act is now, and this is definitely a very important part, right? So the time to act is now, because we can see in Crimea in 2014, basically Russia just rolled in and took Crimea and just waved their flags around, right? So yeah, the time to act is definitely now, and in my opinion, the West must really back this up, right? If not, as I mentioned before in a past video, this might embolden China to take over Taiwan as well, right? So just some reports here. Loud explosions heard in Kiev. Al Jazeera correspondent, which is the newspaper. So basically, their people were there, and there were a lot of bombs and all, maybe. So when we take a look at Bitcoin, you can see that there's a giant red candle in the past 4 hours, so liquidating a lot of people. Sitting at about 34,900 right now. The Dow is down 600 points. US stocks fell sharply when Wednesday evening after Russia launched an attack on Ukraine, right? So crude oil and also gold are the only ones that are holding up in all of this mess, right? So crude oil at 96. In the past, anytime crude oil has passed 100, we've been into a recession. So this is definitely not a good look for the financial markets and also the real economy in 2022, right? So this is just me bringing you some news as quick as possible, like once I see it, because as you can see, this is about 40 minutes ago. So actually, I think the official things like came out about maybe 1 or 2 hours ago. So yeah, if you do enjoy the up-to-date information, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. So my hearts and prayers goes out to the people in Ukraine. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.